Okay, this is an Engel camping fridge that runs off a 12-volt motor that you can use in your car, but it's got a power supply for mains as well. Now this is the compressor, the Engel compressor, and this is the power supply or the electrical module that this runs with. Now on this one, this compressor failed. Engel doesn't supply this compressor as a part. You've got to buy this compressor with the whole condenser and the evaporator inside at quite a high cost. Now I found a way to actually repair these at a much reduced cost. I'll show you what I've done. Now this is a little 12-volt compressor. On it it says Unitherm. Now this is the copy of the Danfoss compressor, which we get in South Africa for about 1/7 the cost of the Engel compressor. But this compressor gives off much more heat. Now Engel used this as the condenser, this outside grid, which is not enough. So if you have a look inside here, I've actually put a second condenser inside here with a little 12-volt fan motor to draw air through this condenser. And then these compressors seems to work quite nicely. Now on the Engel they have an electronic temperature control unit with a little sensor. This is the sensor that mounts on the inside of the fridge. They mount on the inside here with a little plastic clip. What I do is I put a normal thermostat. This is a single door fridge thermostat, which I've mounted on exactly the same place. I just made a little bracket for it, and we're going to regulate the temperature on this, and from the thermostat we just plug it into the compressor and it will switch on and off. But the temperature on this is not ideal. We find that these freezers, if you turn the thermostat to maximum, you get about 12 degrees below zero, which is not cold enough, and there is a little adjustment on the inside, so we calibrate that so we get them down to about 20 degrees below zero, and we can find a setting to use it as a refrigerator. So I do it like that, and then on the cover they have a plug, 12-volt plug that plugs in there. Let me just find that 12-volt plug. This is the 12-volt plug which you plug into a car cigarette lighter, and this one plugs in here. And what I've done is I've just put two wires behind it which I'll connect up to the compressor as well, and then you can run it off 12 volt. And this thermostat, when I mount it, I'll put it in the same place where the original temperature controller was, with a little plate, and I'll mount it in such a way that with this knob the numbers line up as well. So once it's assembled from the outside, you won't know that this Engel has been modified to this, and the cost saving on this compressor to 1/7 of that price of that compressor, and this is probably half the cost of the Danfoss. So we modify them like this. They work well. I think they actually work better than the Engel because we can get a much colder temperature out of it. This compressor is more powerful than the Engel, so it gets to temperature much quicker. It generates more heat, so we need that fan to get rid of the heat. And that's how I convert the Engel 12-volt fridges. Okay, I've put all the covers together. Here's the side panels and the top panels together, and this is the thermostat knob that I've put in, and you know, it rotates up to 5, which is maximum, and on number 1 it will switch off. So there it's working. And then on the inside, it's been running for a while now, and it's starting to freeze on the panel. We're on 11 degrees now, but the temperature drops very quickly. And that's it, together, and the guy can go camping now.